evening and welcome to another Wildcat night at Wildcat Stadium. Tonight, Eagan is hosting the Rosemount High School, the Rosemount Irish. Tonight's starting lineup for Eagan will be, as always, number 1, Nick Walrath in goal. Number 3, Liam Riley. Number 4, Liam Thomas. Number 12, Bo Keeney. Number 13, Sawyer Eisen. Number 16, Jack Othermedicine. Number 19, Joey Will. Number 22, Lucas Becker. Number 44, Bim Rowan. And number 28, Thomas Jameson. As the boys get out on the field and getting ready to get the game started, they're going to have a little talk with the refs and get things started. All right, tonight's a little special episode tonight. We are going to have a special Mother's Day broadcast as I brought in one of the moms for the team. Introduce yourself.
Hello, Nicole Stevenson.
And your player is?
Sean Stevenson.
Oh, funny. That's also my son.
Yeah,
Weird.
Funny
how that happens.
Yeah.
All right. As we get started, we're looking at playing Rosemount here, who is sitting number 4 in the state. So it's going to be a tough competitor for Eagan tonight. The 4th place Rosemount, who is sitting 9-0 for the season, against Eagan, who I believe is sitting somewhere around I want to say 35th in the state, I believe it is, with a 3-5 record currently. So Eagan's had a little tough road here. We've had a few tough games in the past couple of weeks, and this does not end our road as not at all. As Rosemount gets a face-off, comes out of the crease, out of the circle and brings it downhill. Off to Nick's left side, number 2 for Rosemount's going to get scattered back over into the backfield and then working away on his right side. His new legs come out for both Eagan and Rosemount. He's going to pass it off to the top right. Bring it across the center and then over to number 3 for Rosemount. Eagan's defense gets set. And all the way back, almost a missed pass there. Into the back corner and into the X position, covered by Sawyer. And then over to the right side and back up top. Over number 3 in the middle, who's going to start making a move against Mason. Mason reads his move and blocks him off, so he passes it up. Wide open on the right side, gets a little bit of post, but he does miss. So that's going to be the first shot on goal for Rosemount, a missed shot. So they're going to take it over on the line and bring it in. Covered by, looks like Sawyer. Or no, that's Jack, who almost gets caught up in a little bit of a pick move. But good work there by Liam there. Or excuse me, that's Thomas. As Rosemount gets the shots off and gets it a little wide. So Rosemount's going to take it in the backfield again. A little shuffle to his left. Makes a move on Sawyer. Turns the corner and makes a shot, but it's low and outside, so he misses. As both players scramble from the sideline. And is going to turn it over. Good work by LT there, getting his legs underneath him and getting to the sideline first, so it's going to be Eagan's ball. Pass it off to Nick, who's going to bring it up center, look for an open man. Streak it across the front of the field. And a little missed pass there. So he's going to get swarmed up. Yep, Rosemount comes out with it. And he's going to take it right down the center and challenge right away. A little pass on the outside. Good block by Nick there. Gets his hands on it and deflects it out of bounds. So it's going to stay Rosemount's ball. They're going to pass it up on Nick's left side, up top center. And then back onto the top left. He's directing a little traffic there. He wants his other guy to come around him so he can make a move. Right there on Sawyer. Sawyer gets a little bit behind him. Wide open number 4. Comes right down Nick's left side and scores. So that's going to be 1 for Rosemount. That was number 4, Peyton Sickle. Attack, 12th grade. Peyton Sickle scores for Rosemount. So it's 9:51 on the clock. Rosemount Irish 1-0 so far. Eagan's done a fairly decent job keeping their attack on the outside, but nobody saw that cutter coming down Nick's left side, except, of course, the Rosemount player who sniffed him out. So we get another face-off here. Good work there by number 14.
Reed.
That's going to be Reed. Comes out with it. Gets a little bit of trouble and gets a shoulder check and that falls down. He gets right back up and maintains possession. Good work there, Reed. Gets the touch in the offensive zone and then scrambles around. Back up to Lane. Lane looks for, did not see that number there. Looks like number 8 maybe, Brody. Nope, that's number 6 for Eagan, Gavin. Gavin gets a little forced outside and back down to Lane and back up to Gavin. And then he's going to go across to David Comer. David's going to make a move and come down on the hash marks. Little shoulder, but he gets popped loose and drops the ball. Surrounded by 3 Rosemount players, so they see it get dropped. He passes off to a long pole. He's going to leg it down all the way down to the center. Dumps it off to the left side. Big pass out front. A little challenge there. Jack Other Medicine does a good job pushing him out. And they're going to work it towards the backfield and try and get reset there. As number 5, Sean, rushes in to help out. That's our son. So we got 4 long poles out there. Right now, as Rosemount's got on Nick's high right side, he's going to make a couple of moves there on Lane. Lane keeps him back out. Good pass out front and down low. Good shot there and a little bit of a miss there. I think Nick got a little piece of it and popped it out. So that was a shot by number 2 on Rosemount on Nick's high or low left side. So he's going to take it to center, try and make a move on Sawyer. Gets pushed out. David Comer gets a shoulder in him and passes it off. Low shot just goes wide, and Nick on his left side and squirts out the back. So Rosemount's going to keep possession. Big, quick move there by Rosemount. Pass it off to, I believe that's number 14. As Eagan was kind of waiting around a little bit, but that's going to be Bennett Verche.
I don't know if they knew it was starting back.
Yeah, I don't know if Eagan got kind of caught flat-footed on that one, so Rosemount capitalizes on it. It's 7:53 left on the clock. Rosemount up 2-0. Again, we're facing the number 4 Irish, who are 9-0. So any kind of progress on this game, as long as we can keep the scoring down and we can get a little bit of our own, that would be a win in my book. As the boys play a little hungry hippos out in front, Sean scoops up the ground ball and Chase gets dumped off and he dumps it over to Mason Reese, who's going to take it down the line right on the hash marks. Mason gets a good shoulder, pops. Looks like the ball got a little loose and rolled right into a Rosemount stick, so he rolls it off to their goalie and dumps it up top to number 15. He's going to streak down and get into the Eagan offensive zone. Number 2 tries for in the middle and goes right over the top of Nick and scores. Looks like we got a flag down on the play, too. So I'm not sure if that was a defensive flag. It's going to be Rosemount number 2 scoring the goal. That is Cooper Sorensen. Wait and see what the refs here are saying. Okay, it's going to be a wave-off flag, so they're going to count that goal and disregard the penalty. So nobody's going to have to serve any time on that one, but looks like a timeout called. Coach Matea is going to take a timeout, kind of get his boys together. It's currently 3-0 Rosemount with 7:17 left in the play. So what do you think, Mom? What do you think of sitting up here in the booth?
It's all right.
You don't want to talk too much, though, right?
No, not really.
Not even for Mother's Day? You think your husband talks a lot at home?
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Yep, he does. Sometimes I have to cut him off.
So as the refs sit down in the middle of the field, they're going to be going over a couple of sticks there, checking them for length and width and the hold and everything. As the coach sits down with their boys, he has a short little discussion with them. Mom, what do you think Coach Matei is saying to the boys right now?
I think he's telling them to work harder.
Work harder.
I don't know.
Do you think he's telling them, Mother's Day coming up, you better make sure you get your mom something for Sunday?
It would be nice, but I don't think they are talking about Mother's Day on Sunday.
You think he's keeping focused on the game as well he should be?
Yes, he should, yes.
Yeah, probably. So Egan's done a good job slowing down Rosemount a little bit. It's only 3-0. We're about halfway through the first quarter. So all we got to do is slow down their pace a little bit more and then start working in the offensive zone a little bit longer. Same as kind of last night where there was some drops and some missed passes costing Eagan some points, but Eagan had a good, hard battle the other day versus Prior Lake, so we're at it again. Is number 14, Bo Keeney, comes down for the face-off.
Reed Nygaard.
Or is that Reed?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I thought that was 14. That was Reed, number 11.
No.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
I'm looking at the paper and up at the field. So Rosemount gets it back into Egan's backfield around Nick's right side, back up top. He's going to roll pass it up to number 1 for Rosemount on the top right. Rosemount is going to switch out some players over to number 5 and down to Nick's top left, number 3. And back over to number 5 and then back over to 1. So they're working the top of the field as he makes a little move there on Egan number 22, number 4. And then sitting out in the middle and doing nothing was Rosemount number 2. Nick tried to gobble up that little errant pass, but he wasn't able to get a handle on it. Rosemount gets it, tosses out front, makes a shot, and misses, so Egan's going to get possession. And it's going to be down over to number 4, Liam Thomas.
Oh, nice grab.
Nice stick there by Mason Reese, snatching that one out of there and seeing a wide open Jack Other Medicine. And then he's going to bring it all the way down into the backfield of Rosemount. Well, it looks like offside penalty for Egan, so it's going to be a turnover. Good news is the turnover is going to be all the way on their side. So big stick check there. It doesn't slow him down. He's going to run right down almost the sideline. Number 1 for Rosemount, streaking towards the middle. And then back out again. Gets triple teamed. Good work there by Sawyer, knocking it down and dropping it off for Nick. A little bit of a penalty coming up. Looks like it's going to be on number 1 for Rosemount.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a ward penalty. Well, it's going to be White 81 for Slash.
That's Trenton Tapper.
Yeah.
Penalty called on the Eagan Wildcats, a 1-minute personal foul, slashing the penalty number 81.
So Egan's going to be man down for a little bit of time here. Rosemont's going to be man up advantage all the way across the crease and over to number 3. Back up top. Rosemont's picking their corners. Egan's sliding the defense, trying to keep the shots at least on distance. So back up top and over to Nick's right side. Number 6 takes a shot.
Nice
Nick
save.
sees it coming the whole way and picks it right out of the air. So Nick, good save by Nick. Pass it up top over to the sideline for Egan and then back off to a long pole. He sees a little open field, so he wings it all the way down to, looks like Charlie Sisk tried to get it. A little bit of ground ball issues here. As Rosemount number 8 comes out with it. He's going to pass it off to number 4. Bounce pass to number 2. Wide open shot right through between Nick's legs by number 2 for Rosemount. It's going to be his second goal, I believe. That's Cooper Sorensen bringing in the score of 4-0. He had 4:57 left on the clock. A little bit of confusion from the table I can hear on the radio. They're not sure who scored it, but we had a good
view.
angle from up here. So as we get ready for the next face-off, it's going to be Liam Riley at center, Sean Stevenson on the left wing, and then I did not see who's over on the right wing. So playing whistles. Number 9 comes out with it.
It's Lane.
A good pass out front. Real quick passes. And a wide open number 2 right out front, getting challenged by Nick. And he's going to score again. That's making a hat trick for Cooper Sorensen. 2 within about 30 seconds of each other. So it's going to be 4:47 left on the clock. Rosemount's going to be 5-0. So we got to put a cap on that quick scoring. Defense needs to find their guy immediately and not get caught with flat-footed in the middle of the field with a Rosemount player sitting right on Nick's doorstep. I'm sure Nick's letting his defensive boys know as well. Little pop out there, good gobble up by number 2, Lane Nygaard. He's going to work his way down the blue, gets his pass blocked, so he's going to fight for it. He's going to come out with a good work there. Ball down again as Rosemount stick picks it up, but he doesn't hang on to it. So now we got a penalty down and a big slash there by number 7. And Lane throws a little stick at him, kind of letting him know he's not happy with that. So we got 2 flags down. I'm sure at least the second one is going to be on number 7 for a slash. And maybe a third one on Lane. Yep, looks like number 2 for Eagan's going to be out. As we see the refs giving the table. Not sure how many penalties that is. Lane gets kind of defending his player, so retaliations always get penalties. Not really sure. So Rosemount's going to be down 1, and Eagan's going to be down 1, but it's going to be 5-on-5. So Lane gets 2 penalties for that one, a slash and, of course, an unsportsmanlike conduct. And then Rosemount's going to get a slash for their penalty. So it's going to be 5-on-5, Rosemount having possession up at the 50-yard mark as he's going to take it downfield and up to Nick's top. So pass off to Nick's left side and then back up top. So even strength penalty, but still a lot of field there for 5 guys to cover. So back down on the Nick's back right and back left side and then back up top. Rosemount's going to just try and kill this penalty off, I think, because theirs is only a 30-second penalty, I believe, where Eagan's is a little bit longer. So big shot there by number 3, goes wide to the left, but he does get bounced right into number 17 from Rosemount. Scrambles and takes a shot. Nick gets a stick on it and sees him coming and blocks a shot, dumps it off to number 4, Liam. And then he's going to take it downfield. Looking up top is Mr. Comer. He's going to take it around the 40-yard line. So now we're in Rosemount's offensive zone for the time being. And Eagan's going to work their way around back. So right now, Rosemount is full strength, and Eagan is man down. So that's a good place to be during man down, so they're going to double-team the ball. And Mr. Comer's taking a shellacking there. He's getting beat up pretty good. Now he gets checked hard in the back, which should have been a penalty. But ball gets squirted out, and Bim comes out with it and scores. Good work by Bim there, seeing the ground ball. Comes right across Rosemount's goalie, and he's unchallenged as he dumps it right in, right underneath the goalie stick, number 44 for Eagan, Bim Rowan. So now the score is 1-5, Eagan. Down by 4 with 2:54 left on the clock. Short-handed goal by Bim. Good job. So that was good work by Eagan, even though they were short-handed. And poor David Comer was getting beat up there and getting double-teamed. He managed to pop it free, and Bim saw the ball running across the ground and said, "Ooh, I want that." So a little pop out there and a good check by number 26 for Eagan, and another big check. Somebody gets laid out. Rosemount comes out with the ball, so he's going to come down on the left half mark, down Nick's top left, or bottom left, excuse me, and then back up top. Number 4 takes a shot and gets low right side and beats Nick's stick on the bottom corner. So I believe that was number 4 again, making his second goal. That's Peyton Sickle. Peyton Sickle for Rosemount, number 4. Score is currently 6-1 Rosemount, 2:28 on the clock. So again, we talked about this earlier in the game. Rosemount is number 4 in the state, so they are going to be a very dominant and tough team to beat. But so far, we've been keeping the scoring down and even managed to get out a. So a little man down, loose ball push there gives Eagan the ball. That's Liam Riley. Takes it up top. He's going to work his way around the 40-yard hash mark. He's wide open. Oh, bad pass there. And does not wrangle in. Charlie tries to pop it back in, but it rolls out. So it's going to be Rosemount's ball in their zone. Because they're right in front of the bench there with the ball. Going to push them out towards center. A couple of stick checks. Gets through that. Over to Mason Reese. He's going to right his shoulder. Trying to keep him out of the zone, but he gets the touch anyway. So they pass it down low. Liam's going to challenge. Gets turned back. Pass it off to a waiting Rosemount number 22. Little slow roller pass there to number 14. Right in front of Egan's bench. They're going to bring it up high, down low. Right in the middle, and takes a quick shot, number 4 for Rosemount. We got to put a lid on that kid. That's Peyton Sickle scoring again. Rosemount getting a lot of double scores here. So they got 2 boys with hat tricks so far. So if we can keep a lid on those 2 scores, I think we can keep a lid on the scoring in total. Egan really needs to keep track of that. So that's going to be Egan getting down and ready for the face-off. Little scoop out. Number 17, Caleb Lyon, gets it pushed out to Rosemount. He's going to take it down to number 2. Looks for a pass but doesn't get it, so he gets the offensive touch all the way into the backfield there. Number 17 is going to take it across Nick's backside and over to his right. Over to the bottom right, number 4 for Rosemount. Little stick check on the hands there and another rolling pass right in front of Egan's bench. And then up top. And then over to top left on number 8 for Rosemount. Looks like Mason's going to get, or no, that's not Mason. That's Trenton. Gives him a little bit of trouble there. And Jack Othermedicine knocks the ball down from the pass but does not complete it. Rosemount gobbles it back up, passes it off to the backside. Tries to make a move on Mason. Goes double back and then gets a stick in there somewhere. And it bounces out of bounds. Wasn't sure if that was Mason or Nick's stick that blocked that shot. So they're going to take it again. Sawyer's going to take him and ride him all the way over to the right side. And Nick sees the shot coming and gobbles it up with little effort. Over to Mason Reese. He's waiting about the 35-yard line. He's going to take it down right in front of Rosemount's bench and gets a little challenge there, a little stutter step, and then gets pushed on the shoulder. And we're going to see a flag down on number 14, I believe. And poor Mason's kind of rolling around. He took a little bit of a hard hit there. So it's going to be a timeout injury as well with a flag down. Mason does get back up on his feet, and he's going to talk to the trainer real quick. Hopefully it's not a shoulder injury. He came down pretty hard there after taking a check on the side. So Rosemount's number 14 is going to serve the penalty. It's going to be loose ball push is what they're calling it on number 14. Or excuse me, a push. So that was going to be either on Mason's side or back is what the push is called. So Egan's going to be man up for about 30 seconds. Good work there, working his way around and over to Charlie Sisk. Gets a little challenged in the back. Looks like Coach Matea. Oh, no, that's going to be the end of the quarter. Wasn't even paying attention to the clock. End of the quarter. I thought maybe it was a timeout call.
I thought so too.
So that's going to be end of the first quarter. Eagan Wildcats are at 1. Rosemount Irish is at 7. So in between the first and second quarters, we always do a rule of the game. So today's rule of the game, and I'm going to quiz Mom on this one. So, Mom, can a player play while they're on the ground? Can they touch the ball, pass the ball, move the ball, or score while they're on the ground? Do they have to be on 2 feet?
No,
Or can they be on the ground and make a play or a pass or a shot?
they can make a shot, right?
So they can do pretty much anything on the ground.
Well, they can't do hand passes.
Well, no, only one person can put a hand on the ball, the goalie. So obviously not a hand pass, but they can kick the ball, shuffle the ball.
No.
No?
I don't know. You're looking at me like
Well, that's why it's called the rule of the game. I got to ask your opinion. So in Minnesota, a player can play while on the ground.
see, I was
They
right.
can kick it. They can knock it with their stick. They can shuffle it around. They just can't touch it with their hand. So they can score a goal from their knees, from the ground. They can do just about anything from the ground. Unlike many other sports where even in football, once you're touching the ground, that's it. You're kind of out of the play. But in lacrosse, you're still a full-fledged player while on the ground.
Okay, I was right.
Yep, yes, you were.
You just were
You
looking
just
at
were a
me.
little unsure about your answer.
Well, and you're also like looking at me like, are you sure? Like,
Is that your final
is
answer?
that your final answer?
So that's today's rule of the game is going to be if a player can play from the ground or if they have to be standing on 2 feet. So every game we do a little bit of rules of the game. As time goes on, you're all going to be experts in lacrosse, like Mom. Right?
I am an expert. I sit in the stands and I cheer for my kid.
Oh, yeah, of course, like all moms do. So we're going to get looked at the start of the second quarter here. Eagan Wildcats are going to be on the left side going from left to right, and Rosemount's going to be on the right side going from right to left. Eagan's going to start out with about maybe 25 seconds left of a 30-second penalty. So up top, and then over to Charlie, down to Bim, and then over to the right side, back to Bim, back to Charlie, and over to number 14. That's going to be Reed. And then back to Charlie, all the way into the corner, gets blocked, and then gobbled up by Rosemount's number 7, who dumps it off to their goalie. He's going to get challenged out front. Number 13 gets a little double team, now triple team, now quadruple team, runs right through 2 players as he just steamrolls everybody and runs right down the center of the field and then makes a spin move, tosses it off. Little shovel shot there by number 17 who misses. So looks like Liam's in there fighting hard for the ball. The Rosemount player points to Liam saying it's out on him. So Rosemont's going to keep possession. They're still in, as we go to full strength here, Rosemount takes a shot and gets right underneath Nick's stick, number 4. Again for Rosemount scoring right underneath the stick. That's going to be Peyton Sickles' 4th goal of the game. Again, we got to put a lid on some of those boys. Starting to handcuff them with some long poles maybe. Looks like a timeout again by Eagan. Second one of this half by Coach Matea. It was going to be probably 56 seconds into that quarter was going to be their shot. So bringing Rosemount 8-1 now. As refs get a hold of somebody else's stick that they're going to be checking. I think they need to check number 4's stick for Rosemount. But they're going to check everybody's stick, of course. And one of the first games of the season we talked about illegal stick. And we actually got one of our players called for it, which is a non-releasable penalty. And those are the kinds that really hurt because even if they score, they still have to serve the full amount of the penalty. So normally the other team scores, you can get your guy back and back up to even strength, but those non-releasables really hurt sometimes. So again, coach is having a word with the boys on the sideline, talking about what the game plan is, and I'm sure it's not what to get your mom for Mother's Day, but we can only hope, right, Mom?
We could ask Caitlin after the game what they say.
Yeah, we certainly could. Our daughter Caitlin is also down there in the field. If you can look and see off to the right of the scramble of boys are the
Left.
two managers.
Left.
Well, it's going to be their right.
They're right.
Caitlin and one of the other high school girls are the team managers, also our daughter.
Yep.
So as you can see, lacrosse is kind of a family tradition here for our family, where our oldest boy played lacrosse for several years for Eagan as well as the Athletic Association. And now our middle son, who is 18 and graduating this year, number 5 for Eagan. He's not currently out on the field. He's
Doing a little LSM today.
doing a little bit of LSM once in a while. Liam comes out with it. Good work by Liam. Swim move over number 23. Rosemount gets double teamed and then pushed down to the ground. So Rosemount throws a flag on that one. Looks like it's going to be a push or a cross check.
Average goal, 4th of the game for Peyton Siegel. The assist, Micah Eckholm.
Looks like it's going to be a cross check.
Second quarter, 11:04 remaining.
Yeah, it's going to be number 9 for Rosemount, a cross check. Kind of punching poor Liam there and knocking him down to the ground. So Egan's going to start out with the ball. Man advantage with the penalty. Or, excuse me, it's going to be number 23 that gets called on that cross check. A little confusion with the boys who got the penalty. So Reed Nygaard's going to take it over just past the 20-yard line in the top left of Rosemount's goalie. It's going to be 1 minute personal foul for a cross check. Over to Charlie, over to Bim, and then back up to Bim. Back over to Charlie, top center, and then down to Reed, and then right back, and then back up to the top. Good quick sticks here by Eagan, looking for an opening, getting that ball moving quickly, and a little pass right over Charlie Siss' head. So those are the kind of passes that kind of hurt us. So Rosemount's going to take possession of it right in front of Egan's bench. Charlie's going to be a lone defender there before he gets to the 50-yard line. Gets a little swat on him. So Egan's going to be man up advantage. And then Rosemount still serving their penalty, so they are man down. So they're going to eat the clock up a little bit so they can get their man back out on the field and get even strength. This should be a good chance for Eagan to double team the ball, but they're not.
They should be double teaming.
And here we go. There's a double team coming right at him. Number 7 and number 5 for Eagan. That's going to be Mason and Sean. Sean's going to take high with number 1. Comes back out, so Rosemount's on full strength. Over to Nick's top right side. Number 6 does a stutter step, loses his footing, and ball drops on the ground. The ref calls it a push. So they're going to have to take it on the sideline. A little bit of confusion there. Oh, it's going to be on Egan's 20, Charlie 2-0 slash. So there must have been a penalty that we didn't see earlier. So a lot of penalties this game. The boys are getting a little chippy out there. Getting a little frustrated. So Rosemount's going to be on Nick's right side, back and forth, up and top on his right side, up to the top middle. There's that number 4 again. We got to put a lid on that one. He's the man to watch up on the top center. Top right, number 6, and then down low, back into the X position as he slides out, tries to make a pass, and it gets deflected. A lot of sticks swatting at it, but Rosemount comes out with it. And then they're going to be able to back up top to number 4 over to number 3. Does a little stutter throw. Low shot goes right inside, bounces right over Nick and gets in. So that was going to be, I believe, number 8 for Rosemount. So bringing the score 9-1 with 8:51 left on the clock. Wait and see what the bench gets for who scored that goal. Okay, that's going to be number 8, Tyler Buck, in his first goal of the game. 8 for Rosemount, Tyler Buck scoring. Bringing the score 9-1. These boys get down, and number 4, 14 there is going to take a little bit of a loose ball. Nobody can seem to find it. Steps on it, and so he scoops it right up. That was going to be Reed. And he passes it off to, and totally loses his stick. And gets swatted out of his hand, so Rosemount's going to gobble it up. Number 5 going to work his way downfield. Big pass up top, and Sawyer sees it bouncing through the air, so he's going to hand it off to Nick so he can get it over to the line. Excuse me. Waiting over to his left side. Long pole coming right up. A little over his head, so Rosemont's defense sees it and scoops it up. He's going to go across, passes off, and he's going to scramble back to his side of the field. Rosemount taking a shot on it, goes wide right of Nick. So Rosemont's going to get in the backfield to start again. Up on Nick's top left. Now he's over to the top right. Going to stutter step on Blake Pavic, number 10. Does a quick move on him and sees this guy streaking across the middle, makes a pass, but it bounces out of his stick. So Rosemount, number 4, takes a shot, which goes low into Nick's right side, so it bounces free. Rosemount has the guy closer to the line, so they maintain possession. 7:28 on this quarter, number 2. Sets a pick, runs right through the middle. In a shovel shot that does not go in, gets bounced out. So Rosemount, number 4, is going to take it on the backfield up to number 17, middle Nick right side. He's going to take it across the top and back down over the 20-yard marker. Trying to set up a screen, it looks like. Rosemount doing a good job of keeping their guys moving around. Number 14 streaks across the top. Sees number 12, who is wide open in the middle. A little bit of double back there. Number 17 looks to take a shot, but gets turned away. And then Rosemount's number 4 goes in the middle. Little razzle-dazzle behind the back, which does not prove well for number 4, so he misses. So Rosemount's getting a little cocky and trying to behind the back. Does a double move on Jack Other Medicine, scrambles around. Another shot by Rosemount missing. So Rosemount's going to maintain possession. There's Sawyer challenging right there at the bottom of the crease. Gets his hands on there. Good work by Sawyer, not giving him an opening. So they're going to pass it up top. A little bit of scramble and then back out to the Nick's top right side. Looks like he's going to work his way down. A little back and forth movement again. Rosemount passes up top and then top left. Number 4 is going to look to take a shot, but he gets shut down by Liam, which is good work by Liam there. Little drop pass, but he maintains possession. Back down to the Nick's bottom right. Another couple of players for Rosemount squirting towards the middle. Rosemount likes to do that. And number 17 comes up on Nick's right side, gets a shoulder free, so he drops a shot in right underneath Nick's stick. That was going to be number 14 for Rosemount, Bennett Versailles. Number 14 for Rosemount scoring, bringing the score 10-1 with 5:43 left on the clock. So Rosemount spent a lot of time with possession in this half. Egan's not getting those ground balls or getting it knocked free. little bit of confusion by the boys. They were standing on the wrong side of the ball. So the ref says, no, you go over here. Squirts right out. So Rosemount number 15 is going to gobble it up, picks it up, goes down into Eagan's offensive zone, gets the touch. So they're going to maintain possession there. Nice slow roller again by Rosemount up to number 1 in the top. A little bit of a funny move there by number 15, but Nick sees it coming the whole way. He loses his defender, so he's wide open. Sawyer gets a pass from Nick. He's going to dump it up top over to Liam, and then over to number 17 for Eagan. That's Caleb. Caleb dumps it down low, and quick shot by Joey Will in the bottom corner. Misses by just a little bit. Good shot by Joey and good placement. So Eagan's going to maintain possession, moving around quickly. Ball gets down. Looks like a little bit of battle there by Liam Riley. And then Blake comes in to help out. A lot of Eagan bodies in that one, and Rosemount comes out with it and then drops it again. Rosemount defense has a little trouble hanging on to that one, but he scrambles free towards safety. And got a waiting short stick right in the 50-yard line, number 15, who tried a little fake move earlier. Right between the numbers there, he passes over to number 1. Gets blocked off by Sawyer. And a stick check by Jack makes him turn around and think about where he was going. So Rosemont's got it right in front of the bench, number 1. He's going to pass it off to a fresh set of legs, top center. And then over to Nick's right side. And he's going to work his way down south on Nick and then right back up to center. Quick pass to number 1. Back to number 3. He's going to start on Nick's right side. Looks to take a shot, winds up on it, but Nick sees it and blocks it. Good work by Nick seeing that one going high to low. So Nick gobbles it up, and now he's got possession of it. Number 4 is going to challenge Nick. Pass it off to Mason Reese, who's streaking across the middle. Ball goes down, and out comes Sean with the long pole on the offensive zone, passes it off. And then looks like it's going to be a bad pass that bounces out of bounds. Great opportunity for Eagan, but bad pass there in the backfield results in Rosemount getting possession of it. Well, it looks like it's going to be a penalty on Rosemount, number 3. I didn't hear what it was for.
I didn't either because you were saying what it was or who it was, so I missed it.
Called on the Rosemount Irish. 1-minute personal foul, illegal body check.
Illegal body check by number 3. I didn't see that hit. But number 3 for Rosemount, illegal body check, 1 minute penalty. So Eagan's going to be man up right across the top, over to Charlie, and then back over to Bim, back up to Bim, over to Charlie, almost get a stick on it. So back over to Liam, or excuse me, that was Reed. And then back over to Reed on the top, and then back to Charlie, waiting down in the middle. Good shot there by Mason, or excuse me, Joey Will. Bounces it free, but so their goalie gobbles it up, and he's going to get double-teamed as he tries to dump it off, and Nick and Jack Madison's waiting for it over there. So Rosemount gets a timeout right in front of their bench.
Timeout taken by Rosemount.
So Rosemont's sitting at 10-1 with 2:43 left on the clock. So we almost saw our son get an assist there.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
It would have been. I think Mom would have come uncorked.
Yeah, I would have. I would have a hard time containing myself.
Yeah, there's so much excitement over here too, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
So 2:43 left on the clock as they have a timeout. Coaches Rosemount calls a timeout as they get the pass right in front of their bench. So this is the first half of Rosemount versus Eagan. Again, number 4 in the state, Rosemount versus number 35 or 36, Eagan. We do have one score, so that's good news. It's not going to be a complete shutout, which so far, knock on wood, Eagan has not been shut out yet this season. We've had a few tough games, and of course we're in a really tough conference as well. We get to face teams like Prior Lake and Rosemount, and Farmington. Those are all 3 in the top 10 for the state.
Well, the Pryor Lake was good. We only lost by what?
2.
2 points? Yeah.
We only lost by 2 goals. So Eagan had a really good game here 2 nights ago if you missed the broadcast. But Rosemount's going to start out with the ball in front of their bench with 2:43 left in the second quarter. Get ready to start here. Rosemount's still serving a penalty, so they are still man down. Going to learn to control those passes and not give up those man down. So Rosemount number 5 is going to take it all the way down and jog down to the backfield. Pretty much unchallenged. Well, with man down, we should have double teamed the ball again. And, of course, Rosemount's back to full strength. So a little challenge there by Liam. Back up top to their new fresh set of legs, number 3 for Rosemount. Over to the top right of Nick for number 1. And then back down into the backfield. We'll switch out there, so they're going to pass it up. Back down to X. Liam kind of takes an overstep. He tries to make a shot on it. Passes it up to number 3, who takes a shot that bounces wide and high over Nick. So Rosemount's got a guy in the backfield, so they maintain possession. A little bit of stick checking there going on. Back up top to number 6. Top left side and back into the bottom left side. Rosemount likes to start their scoring from the bottom left and bottom right side. So we'll see what they do with this here. Number 17 lines up his shoulder and goes wide left to Nick.
Rosemount shot for number 17.
A little bit of a miss there, which is still good news. Good shot out front. Nice stick there by Jack Other Medicine blocking that shot, so it goes right over the top of the goal. It's good work by Egan's defense, getting their sticks up and getting them in the way. So it gets a little challenge there from Liam. Liam, ooh, number 6 there gets a shot out front. A lot of distance between him and just totally misses. That one's in the lumber yard.
It almost hit the screen.
Yeah, it did. So Rosemount maintains possession. Back up on Nick's top left and over the left side. As he passes it right back up top, number 6. Back over to the bottom right. And then back up to number 6. Let's hope he winds up a couple of more times. And then over to backfield as he makes a little move around the crease. Throws right up to number 3. Takes a bouncer shot right underneath Nick's stick. So that's going to be number 3 for Rosemount scoring. That is Drew Molnar. Drew Molnar scoring. That's his first goal of the game. Score is now 1-11. Rosemount with 49 seconds left in this first half. So Egan's going to go down for the face-off again. There's a little battle out front, gets popped loose. Rosemount's going to try and pick it up, gets pushed down. So if Egan comes out with it, of course they do, Rosemount's going to get possession. So number 23 is going to take it right in front of the hash, drops it off. And then they're going to go all the way to the backfield, and bad pass. Goes right over 17. He gets a stick on it, but doesn't wrangle it up. So Sawyer's going to come back and take possession for Egan. 30 seconds left on the clock. Sawyer looks upfield, over to Liam. Liam does a little double move there, almost loses his stick. Comes across. He's going to get down, get the touch. There we go for Liam Riley. He's going to pass it into the backfield and then all the way back to the X position. 10 seconds left on the clock. Bim's going to work his way around the corner, gets swatted pretty hard, and goes down. No flag on that call. And that's going to end the second half, or excuse me, the first half. Bim's still down on his knees. Yeah, I think he took a shot right in the gut there, or maybe even lower, unfortunately for Bim. So we're going to take a short little intermission, come back, do a game recap, and we're going to start our third quarter for this Eagan Wildcats versus Rosemount Irish.
Kill announce. Robbie, you want to kill announce?
Hi, I'm Salim Omari, and I serve as the Eagan Police Chief. So excited to be here with you guys. Connecting with community and making sure that this city stays safe, stays vibrant, and remains a place where people who live here, work here, and visit here feel safe and a part of this community. The Eagan Police Department has some of the best police officers in the state of Minnesota and truly around the country. And I'm so excited about working with them, learning from them, so that we can work collectively to make sure we serve really, really well. Focusing on staff development, making sure that our people remain the best trained, the best equipped, be able to meet the increasing demands of our community members, making sure our officers spend time with community and trying to prevent crimes before they occur. So I really want to be able to leverage data and technology and trainings. I think at a pretty young age, I knew that I couldn't sit at a desk all day long and do the same thing over and over again. Really what inspired me were a couple of school resource officers, one in middle school and one in high school, who made early investments in me and showed me what law enforcement and community service and community safety really was. Helping people is, I think, one of the most important things that we can do. There's so much humanity and dignity with it. That's where my inspiration comes from, and it really gives me a lot of purpose. I love the Minnesota Vikings. Love that we have their training facility right here in Eagan. Really, I'm a family first person. I have a wonderful wife of a little over 10 years and 2 little daughters who I just love spending time with. I just want to say I am so proud to be your police chief. It's a responsibility that I don't take lightly, and I'm going to work so hard to make sure that the officers are equipped and prepared to serve you at a really high level. I'm going to be committed to working and making sure that the foundation that has been built here in Eagan, that we continue to build on it, and we continue to make sure that there's constant growth here in the police department and entire city of Eagan.
Call 911 for all emergencies. We're here to assist with non-emergency calls as well. You can call us at 651-322-2323, or you can submit an online request. The same 911 dispatchers who answer the phone calls also answer online requests 24/7.
3322 for a disturbance noise complaint.
The online request supports language translation and may be an ideal option for those with communication barriers. Your non-emergency call may be answered by a virtual assistant. There are many common requests that the virtual assistant can help you with, allowing you to avoid hold times during peak volume hours. We're still here for you for non-emergencies. In an emergency, call if you can, text if you can't.
We are here to help you stay safe while riding your e-bike in the city of Eagan.
An e-bike or an electronic bicycle is a bicycle that has pedals and it has an electronic motor that assists with pedaling. There's 3 different classes of an e-bike. Class 1 is a pedal assist up to 20 miles an hour. Class 2 is a pedal assist with throttle up to 20 miles an hour. And Class 3 is a pedal assist only up to 28 miles an hour. You are allowed to ride an e-bike on trails, sidewalks, and streets. You have to be 15 years or older to ride the e-bike. E-bike riders, along with bicyclists, have to follow the rules of the roadway while riding in the road. They must signal their turns, they must stay to the right side of a lane, and they have to operate as if you're a car. So at a stop sign, e-bikes, bicycles all have to stop or yield at that stop sign to ensure they can stop completely. We would encourage everyone that's riding an e-bike or bicycle for that matter to wear a helmet.
Most e-bikes are powered by lithium-ion batteries. Follow these best practices to stay safe while charging your e-bike. One of the most important things while charging your e-bike is using the proper charger that came with the bike. Make sure you store your e-bike away from exits and other hazards. Charge your e-bike outdoors or in your garage. Make sure you turn the charger off when the cycle is complete. Don't leave it charging all night. Let's all have fun out there, but stay safe.
What's the address of the emergency?
When you call 911, we'll guide you through it. Just try to stay calm and focused and answer the call taker's questions. The first and most important information that we ask is the address and location of the emergency. From there, the questions being asked will depend on the emergency being reported. All the information you provide ensures that you get the right help as soon as possible.
At Dakota 911, the role of call taking and dispatching is split. While the call taker is speaking with you, their partner is already dispatching emergency services to the location needed.
Dakota 911 has tools to recognize and support communications in multiple languages. An interpreter may be brought on the line to help support the call.
Listen carefully and I'll tell you how to do chest compressions.
If you have a medical emergency, Dakota 911 provides pre-arrival instructions, such as CPR, until responders can get on the scene and take over. Seconds save lives, so the sooner we can intervene and provide care, the greater the outcome.
In an emergency, call if you can, text if you can't.
Welcome back to the second half of Wildcat Lacrosse. where Eagan is facing off against the Rosemount Irish. Score is currently 11 for the Rosemount Irish and 1 for Eagan. Again, it's a little lopsided, but we are playing the number 4 Rosemount in the state right now. And special Mother's Day broadcast here. I had Sean's mom up here. Now I have another mom joining me up in the booth. You want to introduce yourself, Mom?
Sure. I am Jack Other Medicine's mom, Nicole, or Nikki, I guess you can call me.
Or Nikki. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jack Other Medicine, the other long pole defensive, number 16.
Yes.
So Sean and Jack have had a long history together.
Yes, they have.
So they've played together for quite a long time. So Nikki and I know each other really well. Nikki knows the game as well as I do, of course.
I wouldn't say that, but I'll try to keep up with you.
No, that's okay. So as we get ready to get started on this third quarter, we've got Rosemount with 11, Eagan with 1. Nick's going to be on our right side. Eagan's going to be pushing from right to left. Rosemount's going to be on the left side, pushing left to right. Is number 3 is going to take the face off for Eagan, Liam Riley. Boys are getting down and get set. Little battle for the ball, a little clamp. Rosemount gets it, pops it free, goes back, comes out with it. Number 9 is going to come across. And then Mason Reese does a little stick lift and misses his mark. So Rosemount's going to pedal back up top right. Number 4 for Rosemount and back over to number 8. So they're going to slow the ball down a little bit as Rosemount gets up on top left side, number 2, and then down low. Waiting in the backfield is number 17, guarded by Sawyer. Sawyer gets his little pass over to the right side and back up top. Mason Reese top center and a defend with the short stick. Goes to his right. Little shovel pass there. Goes errant, but Rosemount picks it up and comes out with it as Liam harasses him with a flurry of stick checks to the arm. Gets him to think about it, and as he scrambles into the back, passes the top side, and then over to the next right side and down into the backfield. Covered again by Sawyer. A little bit of a cross. Number 4 waiting again. Kind of looked like he stepped in the crease there, I think.
It was awfully close.
Yeah, it was awfully close. But number 4 scoring for his 4th goal tonight. That's going to be Peyton Sickle. Or excuse me, that's going to be his 5th one, isn't it? Yep. It's Peyton's 5th score for the night. So that's going to be 12-1 Rosemount with 10:54 left on the clock. Number 14 for Eagan, Reed Nygaard, is going to take the face off. As they get down and set. Gets the clamp, squirts out from behind. Flurry of bodies goes at it and crashes into each other, so it's going to be Eagan's ball. Number 26, David Comer's going to take it just onto the 50-yard line almost. And whistles in play. And then off across and gets into the 30-yard, gets the touch. Be working a little bit back and forth there. And then up to Blake. Blake's going to streak down onto the hash marks, try and get a little edge on there. Gets his shoulder free, but doesn't get a clear shot, so he passes to the backfield. And then over to number 12, that's Bo. And then back up front, gets a shot into it, and goes into the back of Rosemount's net. So their goalie's going to pick it up. Dumping sky-high shot to number 15. Ball comes out. Good work there by David Comer. And then another shot, so David goes down. So there's going to be a penalty. I believe they're going to call that a push, technical foul on Eagan. Yeah, that's going to be on David for taking that shot there. Looks like he kind of hit a little bit more on the backside than he did on the side, so he's going to take a push penalty for that one. So Rosemount's going to take it, number 2 at the 30-yard mark. So he's going to work his way downfield again. Eagan's in man down, so a lot of penalties this game as compared to the last game. Rosemount does a good job working around the top side. A little stick on that one and gets it pot free over to Sawyer waiting at the top, but he loses the ball. Pass off to the LT. LT's going to see his wide open Mason on the right side. So he does a little scramble out in front of the benches, gets double teamed, drops the ball, and comes out with it again. Good work there, Mason, by staying with it. We're man down. Another high pass. Goes right over number 19, Joey Wills' head, and goes out of bounds. So Eagan is back up to full strength, I believe. I think that was just a 30-second push. So Rosemont's going to take it right out in front of their bench. Bim gets a little stick in there and pushes them out. Pushes them back towards a couple of waiting Eagan defenders. He swims over the top. Does a little another swim move there. Number 4 gets it. He's going to backpedal and go off to Nick's top right side. Looking for number 3. Almost missed pass there. Down to number 8. Streaking across the middle is number 17, who gets the top bar but does not put it away. So Sawyer sees the ball on the ground and passes it all the way upfield to nobody. Nobody's there. Maybe he thought he saw a jersey streaking out.
He did. He saw the 55 on the sideline, thinking it was, he was ready to play.
So Rosemont's going to take it. They're going to get top right, take it down to the 20-yard line, and then back up to the top right. Gets a little challenge there. He's going to cut the inside. And then back up to number 3, waiting. He's going to cut across the top. Looks like Parker's going to challenge there. Gets handcuffed a little bit, and he struggles to pass off to the X position. All the way up and across the number 3, so he's going to line up, take a shot. Gets beat, and Nick sees it, so
Nice save by Nick.
looks like Eagan passes. Good work by the defense covering it up so nobody can mess with it. Jack almost had it.
Jack.
Come on, Jack, battle for the ball. Oh, and Rosemount comes out with it, and the ball's down again, and it's shoveled out. And Bim gets in there, gets a stick on it, so a little game of hungry hippos going on there. A lot of sticks on the ground there. Nobody can seem to come out with it, and the ball's back up in the air again. And he's going to pass it to himself. So he passes it off to, looks like Jack who actually didn't have possession of it.
Oh.
Rosemount comes out with it, and he's going to bobble it in the back corner. He's going to get challenged by Blake, but he maintains it, passes it up, goes across, tries to take a shot down low, but Nick saw it coming. So Sawyer picks up the rebound, runs it across the line, gets long pole on long pole, and another bad pass right in front of the Rosemount bench. It was to Joey Will. Good work there by Eagan, but they get caught up in each other. Ball down, and he looks like he popped it right over the top to number 15. He's going to come out with it. Right out in front, streaking across the front. Number 2 waits in the back, gets a hard stick check, tries to make a shot on Jack. Doesn't get a good angle on it and misses. So good work by Jack there, getting his body in front of it and messing up his shot. So sacrifice the body, right, Mom?
Yep.
Just what every mom wants to hear.
I'm okay. Hang in there.
It's not like we haven't been able to count the bruises on our boys before.
Yep.
So Rosemont's going to play with it right in front of Egan's bench. And then up top, 6:16 left on the clock for this third quarter. As Rosemount takes it up high, number 16 does a little battle there, comes down low. Fake pass by number 2 and shoots.
Nice save by Nick.
Nick can't fool him. He saw it coming the whole way. Good work and good save by Nick. He's going to drop it off to his right side. Long pole is going to pass it up and over the top there. And then right in front of Rosemont's bench, get down and get in the offensive touch. Gets a good touch there and streaks through. Makes a shot, so Bim's closer to the line, so we're going to maintain possession of it. 5:42 left on this quarter. Bim passes it up to 12 for Eagan. That's Bo. And then back up top to Mr. Comer. And then over across as he protects his shoulder. He's going to make a little move in on it. Number 2 for Eagan, that's Lane. Gets a little battled out. Beats his guy. Passes out to waiting Bim. Low pass. Big stick check there in the back. Bim's going to manage to get a hold of that one. That should have been a push in the back. on poor Bim, but Rosemount's going to keep it. So Rosemount long pole looks to wind up and zings it all the way to number 14, but Eagan gets a stick on it. Good work there by number 2 for Eagan Lane getting a stick on it, but his bad pass goes right to number 14, or excuse me, number 4. And then right down to number 2, so they get the touch. Rosemount's going to slow it down until they get a fresh set of legs out there. So he's going to get challenged up high by number 5, Sean. Passes it off to the high right, and then back down on Nick's right side. And Sawyer's covering, tries to make a spin move on him, doesn't get what he wants. Number 12 lines up for a shot and goes wide left, and that is going to be Egan's ball.
Good hustle by Nick.
Good hustle by Nick, beating him to the line. So that's going to be Sawyer, takes it in the backfield. And he's going to dump it off to Nick. In the center, who's going to get unchallenged for a little bit of the way. Back over to Sawyer. A little bit of a bounce there. Sawyer's looking upfield. All the way over to LT. He's going to see it and go right across the line. He's going to leg it out right in front of the Rosemont's bench. Gets turned away. Oh, almost got turned away, but he managed to fight through it. Looks over to Joey Will. Takes a shot that goes wide. So good work by LT and Joey, getting some pressure on that goalie. Bim's going to take in the backfield over to Blake. Blake passes up top to Liam. Liam's down low over to Reed. And then over to Joey. Back over to Bim. In the backfield, Bim does a little stubborn step on number 22. Almost loses his guy, but gets turned back. He's going to try and fight his way around the corner here. Over to Blake. Blake works his way through his double team and swims through it. Loses the ball and then fights for it. Looks like a little shovel there. Oh, almost had it, but he's playing without a stick.
Yep. Nope.
So the ref's going to whistle that play dead. Let's see who they give possession to. Yeah, he's going to be on Blake playing without a cross, so Rosemount gets possession. So Bim's going to face off against the Rosemount player on the line. A little stick out there and tries to slow him down as he powers through, runs right down the numbers. Over to number 2. Next left side. As Jack faces off against him and passes it up top. To number 6, directing a little traffic from the top. And then back over to number 16 in front of the Eagan bench. Number 1, a fresh set of legs comes out. He's going to take top center. Oh, Rosemount looking to send a little 3-man rush there. Get Eagan's defense looking, and he does see a good opening, so he takes a shot, beats Nick on his left side, left stick side. So that was going to be number
16.
Number
Yeah,
16
right
for
16.
Rosemount. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's going to be his first goal of the game.
Sam Vershey.
Sam Vershey's first goal. So it's going to be 13-1 Rosemount with 2:38 left in this quarter. Oh, Ian's got to do a better job on keeping track of those passes, though. That's what's really killing us is those errant passes. So Liam Riley's going to take the face-off, 13-1 Rosemount. 2:38 left on this third quarter. He double shovels it back and double Uno reverse there and gets the ball. So good work there by Liam. Battles through almost a triple, quadruple team. It's a little popped over pass and then gobbled up by Eagan and back to Liam. So we do get the offensive touch. Liam's going to run it around a little bit. Up top over to, I believe that was Reed. Yep, number 14. Yep. And pass it over to the top left to Joey Will. Going to work his way upfield. He's going to put a shoulder down and try and run through the defense. Waiting out front. Number 3 for Eagan picks up the bobbled pass. That was over to Reed and drops it. Almost missed pass there. That was to Gavin. And then over to Liam again. Liam gets set. Trying to call out his numbers so he can get in there. Gets a good shoulder on the inside look and takes a shot, but it bounces off a Rosemount player and slows the ball down. He sees it coming. Rosemount number 5 takes the ball all the way downfield. Looks like he's going to run right into the hash marks and off to number 2 waiting on the side. Good work there by Jack, keeping him from taking a shot. Rosemount likes to get those guys on the wings wide open. So good work there by Sawyer, too, pushes them right in.
Oh,
It's going to be no goal inside the crease.
nice.
So good work. He tried a little diving shot there. So I don't know where these guys think they're playing, but that's not allowed. Over to Jack, running upfield. Jack's got the long pole on the offensive zone. Good quick stick pass there by Jack, and over to Liam. Or excuse me, Reed, number 14. Takes it across the top right side. Oh, another bad pass, drops right out of bounds. Gotta control those passes, boys. Control those passes. Ooh, there we go. Speaking of uncontrolled passes, number 44, Bim picks it up. Rosemount loses possession of it. High pass there, not waiting for it or not looking for it, was number 19 for Eagan, Joey Will. Off to the goalie, and he passes all the way up to the 50-yard mark. All the way down, gets inside the zone.
Oh,
Looks
there's
like
a
number
flag.
2, Lane, kind of throws a check on that one. So they throw a flag, and then Rosemont's number 6, I
Six.
believe it was,
Yep.
scored.
Number 6 scored.
In the confusion, that's going to be Micah
Ekholm.
Ekholm for Rosemont scoring. I believe that was number 2, Lane,
Yep.
getting
for
the penalty.
lane guard. Yep.
So looks like because it is Rosemont is up, they have the running clock as they go to reset. So it's 1:47, 1:46 running on the clock. So the good news is Egan's not going to have to serve a penalty on this. They're going to waive off the penalty because of the score. But it's about 1:30 left on the clock, 14-1 Rosemont. As coaches have a little bit of a timeout on the sideline between rounding out this third quarter. So I asked the other mom, Nicole,
Yes.
what do you think Coach is saying to him right now? I said, Coach Matea's telling the boys, Mother's Day is coming up. You better get your mom something. But I was trumped.
I would guess that he's probably talking to them about their passing right now. That'd be my guess.
Probably. I think if I had anything to say, it'd be let's get those passes down, boys.
Yep.
A little bit of errant passes here. So nothing about Mother's Day, but keep the passing. Or maybe, hey, let's have a couple of good passes for Mom out there. Let's do that for
There
Mom.
you go. Yep.
So the boys are going to have a little talk with the coaches. I think they're just waiting for the clock to run out, and then they're going to start this fourth quarter. We got about 23 seconds left on the clock. Doesn't look like the refs are in any hurry to get things started, which is kind of good news for us considering it's 14-1 right now. So I'm willing to sit on this little egg for a while if the refs are too, that's for sure. As time runs out. So we're going to get ready to start the fourth quarter, which means it's the dad joke of the game, or in this case, it's going to be the mom joke of the game. So you ready for this, Nikki?
I am ready. Let's hear it.
All right, the game. So what did the mother buffalo say to her son when she dropped him off at school?
Bye, son.
Bye, son. You're the first one to get one of my jokes. You've heard this one before. Bye, son.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
It's probably a terrible idea. So the second joke of the game is going to be knock, knock.
Who's there?
Abby.
Abby who?
Abby Mother's Day.
Oh, that was a sad one.
The groaning starts. Okay, and then the last joke of the joke of the game is, what is Mom's real name?
Mom.
Mom! 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 Mom.
Yep.
Yep.
I've heard that many a time.
I'm sure you've heard that more than a few times, haven't you? Screaming from the back of the room.
Yep.
Eagan gets the ball, and looks like Rosemount gets possession in Eagan's offensive zone, so they're going to bring it down low. Number 17 waiting right out front, does a little pirouette there. Number 17 tries to shoot low on Nick and misses on Nick's left side.
Sean got a piece of that one.
Did he? That's good work.
Yep.
A little bit of fancy spin move there. So over to number 3 and then back down low. Takes a shot on the outside of the net. Looks like they're going to pick it up and run it around the backside. Gets turned back by Eagan's defense as he works his way. Looks for a man open out front. Oh, good. He had an open shot, but he hit the crossbar.
Yep.
So there's number 4 again. Do not let that one score. He takes a shot. It bounces wide to Nick's right. So Rosemount's going to maintain possession. 2:42 on the clock. Rosemount's going to take it up high. And then back over in the middle. So he's going to start down on his hash mark there, work his way across the front. Number 4 squirting across the front, takes a shot and misses. Nick saw that one coming and popped it free, but Rosemount gets the rebound on it. Number 6 makes a move on the next top right side, gets turned back. Now he's got wide open field there and misses his shot.
Well, far right there.
Just a bit outside on Nick's left side. So Rosemount maintains possession, of course. Getting challenged by Sawyer, sets a screen, gets around that, gets a free shoulder, and shoots down low right side of Nick. That's going to be number 12? 17. 17 for Rosemount. That is going to be Jack Lenmark scoring his first goal of the game. One of Rosemount's captains. So Eagan is now down by 14 points. Really not much you can say about that other than it's not Farmington.
No, it's not.
Thank
Farmington.
goodness. Farmington really put a shellacking on us. And
That they did.
of course, Rosemount's number 4 in the state. You can't really expect much different. I'm hoping to see a couple more goals by Eagan. Eagan wins that face-off on the ref's call. So he's going to take a shoulder into it, gets double teamed there, and passes it off to number 7. That's Mason Reese. Passes it down as we work our way to the inside. Over to, Rosemount got a stick on that one and deflected it right to their goalie. Right up the middle was number 14 for Rosemount, standing right on top of our emblem. Unguarded. So back over to Nick's right side. Looks to take a shot, but he's going to slow it down a little bit. And then up top, number 23 down to number 5, or excuse me, 6. And then back over to number 23, little stutter step. Pass it over to number 6. Guarded by, it looks like Liam. I can't quite tell. Is he, yep, that's Liam getting a good stick on him and handcuffing him so he doesn't get the shot he's looking for. And then over to number 17, that's Caleb. Gets challenged, dumped it off to the Nick's right side and back down low. Liam comes out, does a good poke check there. And then back over, Jack's guy in the back corner, and then back over to the left side. Pass up top. Makes a move across the middle. Passes down low to number 6, who does a swim move. Doesn't like what he sees, so he dumps it to number 15 and back down to number 6. So good work by Eagan, keeping him out of the center, and at least keeping an eye on those guys running through the middle, trying to get a cut. Gets the number 23, shoots high over the top, and beats Nick on the high shot, number 23 for Rosemount. That's Vaughn Oland. Vaughn Oland for Rosemount scoring. So now we are at 16-1, 7:07 left in the fourth quarter. A little bit halfway through the quarter. So the good news is we got another game coming up in a couple days.
Saturday.
Saturday, we're going to be a road game against Monticello.
Yep.
So So we got a little bit of a road trip for us on this Mother's Day weekend out to Monticello. And then after that, we've got 2 more games here at home next week. And our last 2 games, home games of the season. So against Lakeville North on Tuesday the 12th. Another late game at 7:30. So it'll be a game under the lights probably. Takes another face-off, squirts free, but Rosemount's got a player loose. So he comes out with it, getting challenged by 31 Parker. He's going to come across the top, gets the touch in Egan's offensive zone. Rosemount's going to work their way across the left. 6 minutes left on the clock. A little bit of a challenge up top here. Parker's got his guy lined up, number 13, who's taking his sweet time getting things set. And then up top to number 16. Over to the next left side, number 5, who gives it right back and passes it over to number 13, who has plenty of time to pick up that drop pass. He's going to work his way shoulder in, streaks across it. Not quite sure if Nick got a piece of that or he was a little wide left to Nick. But
it was wide left.
So Rosemount misses a shot. Of course, they got somebody in the backfield again. Long ball face-off, gets pushed out. Little shovel under past the number 13 who loses it, but has plenty of time to pick it up. Drops it over to the top left side. Trying to set up almost a moving screen there by number 5. Takes a shot, but Nick sees it coming and gets it low and picks it up with the stick. So he's going to come out right between the hash marks. He gets unchallenged so far. And then over to Sawyer. Sawyer looks right over the line, who sees number 55 for Eagan streaking across as Marshall. And then another bad pass. And Marshall picks it up and passes it over to Gavin. Gavin gets his leg set, tries to get a shoulder through. Looks to take a shot.
Ooh.
Bounces right into the goalie, so he manages to knock it down and pick it off. So Rosemont's goalie's unattested in the middle of the field, looking for a man open. Passes it right up front. Gets challenged by Sean, but gets a little ground, so number 15 streaks down the middle. Nick sees it coming the whole way. Little slow bouncer shot. Picks that one out easily. All the way back to number 3. Oh, that's Sean. Runs right into a guy, but loses possession, so he's going to get double-teamed. Comes out with the loose ball, and with the long pole, pushes this guy out of bounds. But Rosemount player comes up behind, passes it off to 15. They're going to work it downfield. So good body checks there by the boys, but not getting possession of the ball. And then number 3 for Rosemount at the 40-yard line, right in front of their bench, passing off to a fresh set of legs. So they're going to start high with it. Over to number 3, and then over to number 15 out in front. It's going to be Marshall covering him. Gets beat left to right. Little bad pass to number 3, so he doesn't like it, and he turns it away. So stick check there by Sawyer. Number 3 gets it again, and then shoots right over the top of Nick's head. Liam tried to get a stick on it.
He did. Yep.
So that's going to bring it now 17-1 with 2:44 left on the clock. Not much of a Mother's Day present, is it?
No.
No, it's not.
We'll hope for Saturdays.
Yeah, we'll save the real present for Saturday.
Yep.
So this is just the warm up for that. This is the appetizer. Just to get the palate ready.
Okay.
For a high scoring game against Monticello.
Yep.
On the road. So we're not going to drive that far without like double digit scores, are we?
Definitely not.
So Rosemount 2:05 on the clock. Rosemount sitting 17-1. Looks like number 7 for Eagan gets a personal foul cross check to the head.
Yep, Mason.
That we didn't see. Mason probably getting a little frustrated. So ball running around. I don't know if they ever called possession,
I
but
don't think they have.
I think the refs kind of missed that call. He came out of the box and played the ball. So Rosemount's going to maintain possession. Heaven forbid we get a play called our way. Over to Jack, who challenges, almost loses his step. And then back up top. Eagan is man down. But Rosemount's just kind of slowly working the ball around. They should have to stay inside the box, I believe. Under 2 minutes with a lead. They'll have to stay inside the box, so Eagan should use that to their advantage. Number 16 takes a shot, beats Nick high right side. So with 1 minute left in the game, it's now 18-1. I didn't see the number.
That was Sam Verche, number 16.
Number 16 for Rosemount scoring again.
Yep.
So that's his second goal of the game. So less than 40 seconds left on the clock. Eagan gets ready for another face-off. Let's keep our fingers crossed, Mom. We get possession. They run it downfield. And one of our boys is sitting right on the front door and just dumps it right in. I'm calling it right now.
Let's
so
go,
here
Liam.
we go.
Gotta get that face off. Oh, a push.
Looks like a push. So Eagan's going to come out with it. So it looks like a timeout, I believe. Or no, the ref is going to whistle it. So another short stick's going to get it. 3 seconds left on the clock. You might as well take a shot right now.
Joey.
Joey takes a shot high and misses. So that is going to end this game against Rosemount. It is Eagan Wildcats 1, Rosemount Irish 18. Again, if I didn't mention it enough before, Rosemount's number 4 in the state. So
we'll just keep saying that.
I mean, we did get beat by a lot more by the number 1 in the state, Farmington.
Yes.
So, I mean, we'll take our wins when we can. They're not, at least Rosemount didn't get to 20. That's what we want to say, right, Mom?
Yep.
So our next broadcast will be next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. on the 12th of May. That's going to be Eagan Wildcats versus Lakeville North. So that should be a good game. I believe it's also senior night.
Senior night, yep.
So we do have a big gaggle of seniors that are going to be down on the field for a little bit of ceremony, including myself. So we'll have to make sure we get down there and celebrate their last year of school. So I want to thank Nikki and, of course, my beautiful wife, Nicole, for coming up and joining me in the booth on this Mother's Day episode. And, of course, Nikki always getting saddled with the worst part, the dad jokes of the game.
And I even knew one of them.
Yeah, and she even knew one of them and still groaned. So, again, thank you for joining us on this broadcast of the Eagan Wildcats versus Rosemount Irish. See you next week.